Good morning, and we are the team of this second oral exam, and we talk about the topic tattoos, and for that we create 8 questions. My name is Reynamaria Pech. I study in 3rd semester of odontology, and I have 22 years old.
Hello, my name is Evelyn Aguilar Salazar. I study career communication and I am half 18 years old.
Okay, my name is David Manuel Herrera Mendoza and studied mechatronic engineer.
My name is Ivan Arroyo Vega. I am in 1st semester of lawyer. I am 19 years old.
Thank you. The first question is, what is your opinion regarding tattoos? Personally, I think they art and have a different meanings. And I also like how they look, the colors, and the different styles.
I love tattoos. But for me, it's very beautiful because it's an art. And so the ancient, I think they are an ancient because I have seen images of our ancestors and they all have strips that symbolize something.
Okay, from my point of view, is the tattoos has a taboo that they were for criminals, or if you had you had one is because you were in high, as my grandmother say. But and time progress, people began to normalize. Uh, they are people more open to that subject, but still they are people who consider it is bad. I consider tattoos a way for expressing yourself, of having some memory forever. I just think that we should put and see the taboos from before.
But I like how the tattoos we see. I would like to have one sometimes. And for example, I see that some football players or famous people, when they put a tattoo, is like experience that they had before. For example, one football player won a title, and his tattoo of the feet was the trophy. So I like that some things like that that people make because are special from them.
Okay, the second question is, what does your family think about tattoos? Reynamaria, your microphone is off.
Sorry. My mom and my grandparents don't like them. They have a different way of looking at them. And when I got my first one, my grandmother told me to stop making them because they will mistake me for a drug dealer. But my dad likes them for his birthday. They asked for one a gift, and I accompany him to get first tattoo.
I like your grandmother. So my sister has 20 plus tattoos and she loves them. but my parents don't. At the first, they both disagree. Actually, they accept it a bit more because they realize that fighting with my sister for that made no sense because she doesn't care.
My family is still a bit closer with they uh, with this user because they still consider it bad to have some. And I think that I I have not yet made one, but they still do not approve it. But I do not mean that they do not approve it of other people. They say that every young is free, but we didn't use they not yet accepted. What I always say them is to try to update them on this I use, um, and that my parents and very young, they still do not understand that part by much.
Well, in my case, my family my parents don't like it, but they respect if any person has one. And in case like my cousins and my cousins don't like it so much because, well, they have the idea that if you have a tattoo, you are like a bad person or you are making things that are bad, like a criminal or something like that, a drug addict. And and I have, in case of my brothers, they like it too, but well, they like it, and yeah, that's all.
The next question is, have you know any case of discrimination in a job for having tattoos?
The truth is that no. The only thing is that if they have told me not to get leg tattoos because I am a dentist and that I am going to mistrust my passions. They have been older people, so for me, it does not count much.
In my case, I see him with my father and my sister because he told her that he was not going to find a job. But if he accepted her apart from her, and her bosses also had tattoos.
Okay, I have not yet know any close the case, but one I can say is that many times we youth people we don't really knowing and who they are. Many times I suppose is has have happiness to them to be on the street and see someone with many tattoos all over their body and directly we say they can't be a criminal without realizing that he could be a great person. And great persons we can help is different example. I don't know.
Well, I have one friend that he went to get a job, and in the job, the only thing that they ask him before he go to get the job was that he don't has to, well, the tattoo hasn't to be seen from anyone, and in the face too. And one teacher, when I was in high school, he had a tattoo in his hand, and he told us that the school doesn't permit him to has any tattoo. So he always would had a long, large T-shirt, so the tattoo can't see it. And that's all. The next question. Do you have any tattoo? And if you have it, how was your experience? It hurts or something like that?
I have 4 tattoos. The first is this. And is my family. My dad, my mom, my I, and my little brother is little stars. The second is a little dancer because I love dance. Is this. The third is the heart and is the name of my grandparents. Isn't this? L de Lucio, P Pastorita, N Nicolás, and R de Reina. And the last is this. And it's only 4. And I had permission for all, and none of them heard me and did not pick up.
Okay, I love tattoos. And I love your significance.
Thank you.
I have not, but someday have tattoo. So in this moment, I don't have.
What was the question? What was the question?
That if you have a tattoo and if you have it, how was your experience?
Okay. Yeah. To this date, I do not have tattoos at all. I do not need to feel like it. More than anything for my grandfather, the throne. But I think that in the future, if I will do some, and clearly, it will be hidden. But when I have them or they remove them. I think that I if they will scold me, but I this only for a will. If I will take the risk.
I don't have any tattoo, but in the future can be that I will have one probably, and the only thing that I'm like a little scared is if the tattoo hurts. But asking from for other friends, they told me that no. So probably like in 5, 6 years, I would like to have one in my hand and in a part that, well, or in another part that it can see it.
So cool. And the next question is, if you could get a tattoo, what would it be and where? My favorite artist tattoo is called Javi Wolf, and I will definitely get a tattoo with him. And in fact, he will arrive in Merida the next week, and I have an appointment next Wednesday. I'm very excited. I chose this design with my parents' name on Foreman. This is the flowers. I don't see, sorry. In this part of my hand.
It's beautiful, the designer.
Thank you.
In my case, sorry, she will put me in places where she can see them. And if I have plans to do many, but I still don't have any because I want to pay for that pleasure. And I don't want to ask my father for money. And you, David?
Okay. I have thought of many days in, but without though the first one I want to this gladiator. Once I meet a friend of cousin who is dedicated to doing tattoos, and he showed my ones does had and really like it, and too much, and I already say that it will be the first one I do. And I will probably end up doing is will the same one will showing it to my the place where I am going to do is uh, the wrist part of the hand.
Uh, I will like, yeah, like to have a tattoo. I will put it. Well, I think if I put one, I will put me more. I think like 3 or 4. I think so. With something like that, and I will like to do that. Put one in the feet because if my family can't see it, but when I like live alone or something like that, when I work, I will put it in like 5 or 6 in my 2 hands.
Okay. Do you think society will take it as a negative aspect?
I think not so much, and since tattoo are being more accept now than before. And I feel that older people who have an ideology different from young people, or people very fond or religion who take a great care of their body. As in the case of people who told me I should do for my passions.
Okay. And what society thinks doesn't matter to me? Well, my uncles will judge for me painting my skin, but I don't care because the only ones I care about me, it's my parents.
The people have different opinions. There are people who like them as much, and those who not. Um, the truth is that you will never have happy people with what you do. There will always be a negative part of your action. Um, that's it. I will not care about the opinion of, of others.
I think that the people that more criticate tattoos is older people because they have like the ideas that is a criminal or is making things bad, is a drug addict person. But I think that actually like more persons don't care about it. It's more like how that person feels with the tattoo because sometimes that tattoo is something special and they for them they is great because they feel good.
Okay. The next question. Uh, do you think that currently having tattoos affects your works and your daily life?
I think no, again, as we have mentioned before, the taboo of tattoo has been disappearing, and most young people do not see as something bad. My father is a doctor. He is 50 years old and he decided to get tattoo of something he like and does not see as something negative or that affects your work.
Yes, I love your dad. So,
This is, I'm sorry, this is the tattoo of my dad.
uh,
It's very big.
It's a dog.
It's a dog, a Doberman dog.
I like it.
wow, it's very big.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, currently not so much, but in your country, in a lower way, yes. I have heard that you should not tattoo your hands or your face. This is fine and it's separate advance. I like that there are already laws against that.
In my daily life, I think not. Um, but if there are jobs in which they are still very strict in the department, um, that is the tattoo are very large or if they become very visible. In my case, I don't not like very large, and so I will in the place where it's not very visible.
Like in your daily life, it doesn't affect anything. Actually, I think that no. And for yeah, like a job, like I remember the and how I say that before I have that teacher in high school, and he doesn't. Well, if you want to be a teacher and do classes in high school or a low high school, you can't have tattoos because it's like inappropriate from for the school. Like a teacher had a tattoo from the classmates because they see that little. And I don't know if, and I think that in other jobs too, in the face, or if it's like scary, the tattoo, they don't permit. Next question. Yes, if you have any idea the cost of the tattoo, and if you think that money is good, or is good to pay for a tattoo.
I think the cost depends to the artist and design. For example, my tattoos cost me 300 pesos. My father 1,500 with a good tattoos in here in Valladolid. But another example is the Happy Wolf tattoo that will cost me 7,000 pesos. So it depends.
Oh my God. I think it is an expensive place, and at least here in Merida, I have found accessible places in terms of price, but depends in designer and artistic.
Okay. I still have no idea what the costs are like, but I think the bigger they are, the more expensive they are. Due to the materials they carry, I think it will be a good way to invest money. And way to money because it's a very young state. A very young state. I think we have Spain on the this we like.
I have the idea that the tattoo depends if it's like in color or in how big or not it is, the who make it, the place, the state. Because for example, like in Mexico City, it's more well, Mexico in the center of the Mexico City, Puebla, Querétaro, all that states is like more. You pay more money for that.
It's more expensive.
More
Yes.
expensive. Okay, thanks. And I think that it's a good idea if you like the tattoo, and it for you is going to be special, or you're going to feel good. Yeah, it's okay to pay it for it.
And thank you. This is all. And bye and see you later. Have a good week and thanks for your attention.
Thank you.
Okay, see you.
Bye.
See you next.
Bye.